Welcome.
Oh, do you hear it? Do you hear the planes? Hey,
Yes.
Dana!
All right. Hey there.
I like that.
How's it
I
going?
like that. I like
But can you tell who we are? Like, I don't know.
I think it's
In my last gig, they knew. I don't know if you guys know. Like,
well at the moment without something
Ben Franklin?
on.
yes, because
Ben
I'm scared
Franklin?
of what Dan will say.
Ben
Thank you,
Franklin?
Stephen. I'm totally scared of what Dan might.
Until I have my costume on,
Okay.
I'm just an IE douchebag.
There we go.
Oh my
Let's see if we
lord!
get some
Welcome everyone. Therapy of the Absurd Halloween special episode, episode
All right.
15. How's everybody
We've been-
doing?
I'm doing
We're
okay.
doing okay. We got struck by lightning. No, I'm just teasing.
That is definitely difficult to put headphones on with, huh?
Right. I don't know if it's gonna work. On the last mic I was on, I didn't have to have the headphones. We just did the hair, we did our collar, and we had our lace cuffs and anyway.
And
Looks good though.
Stacy's going to be on in just a second. I think she's getting ready in the other room. Stacy is here with me.
Yeah.
We are at the Valley Relics Museum in Van Nuys. This is a big, giant room with lots of pretty lights. If you could see from here, if you remember Pioneer Chicken, I came in, I was reminded of Pioneer Chicken, just like the pioneers used to eat.
Right.
There's a sign for, we'll be walking around showing more things. I mean, we got signs for Mel's Drive-In over here. There's a sign they've got the sign from the Palomino Bar. Hey, Stacy. There's a big, giant bowling sign here. I mean, there's an arcade here. There's a museum here. There's a bunch of stuff here. And later on, we're going to turn some more lights off, I believe, and do a paranormal investigation here to see if any of these things behind Stacy will move while she's not looking at them. We're kind of hoping they will.
Yo, I picked the wrong outfit for this. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Well, hey, I'm glad I didn't wear my corset because then we'd look like we were matching.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing a corset. I can't
Dan? Dan, you know what? With the shadow on you, it honestly, you kind of look like someone we should fear, like maybe Freddy Krueger, but calm, like totally, but like a peaceful version, like a Zen version, not necessarily a bad guy version, but just kind of like imposing with these very long arms. I'm just checking you out. Yes. And they look, and here's the thing. I don't know if you intend, but they look really long on the video. Just to share.
So, I love this. Is we have Steve here with us. He'll be with us later from Paranormal Investigation. Hollywood Paranormal. Sorry. I said it wrong, Steve. You can hit me later. Yeah, he's going to throw something at me. And he said the same thing everybody that meets me in person did, that sees me on Zoom first time. They go, I thought you were tall.
I told Dan that I don't count because I wear massive high heels. I'm like, okay, you're still taller than me. I just wear mine are stripper heels. Okay.
Nick says you're like Michael Myers with a beer gut.
Oh, that's
yeah. Maybe that's better. Maybe, I don't know.
By the way, this is funny. Nick, if you're listening, Stacy did not know this. She went and got gifts for us over here before the show.
Froze.
I did.
Stephen froze. Okay, I hope I'm not next. Okay. Hey,
Lauren
Bowman,
we didn't. I don't think we froze.
Oh, was it me?
Benjamin Franklin? Yeah.
But it was interesting that Stacy, without knowing it, got my favorite beer in the world, Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze. We're not sponsored, but hey, Voodoo Ranger, if you're listening, we'll take it.
Yes, please. Yes.
So beautiful stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun here today. We're gonna have the interview with Tommy, who owns the place, and he has some guys helping him run it here. They're helping us out today. There is so much going on around here. It's interesting having the neon signs everywhere. There's this beautiful hum. I don't know if everybody can hear it at home. And yeah, it's going to be neat. So before we get into our first thing, is everyone having a great week leading up to Halloween?
No complaints. No complaints. I mean, we had what we had earlier in the week. They confirmed a new Supreme Court justice. We're not necessarily interested in that. And then
It's a good horror story.
right, it is that is indeed what it is. And I actually on Tuesday I then ate the sushi of sorrow. I treated myself to like just, a wonderful plate of and sugarfish. If you're listening, we love your sushi. And I ordered a big thing of sugarfish and just chowed down and drowned my sorrows in sushi to renew, and come back.
I have not heard the phrase sushi of sorrow. I'm trying to work that into a new innuendo now. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm going to work it into my set as well. Sushi of sorrow.
Don't worry, I won't put it in the set. I will just say it while drinking with friends. Do you remember Beth? Boy, was she the sushi of sorrow.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. To Beth, wherever you are, I'm so sorry that I empowered him. I'm so sorry.
I empowered him. That's
me. Don't empower him. It will go straight to his head or his giant beer gut.
Don't mention food. I'm so hungry. I tried to fit into this corset. I did not eat all day just to be able to do that.
Why would you torture yourself?
Because I'm a woman. That is what we do. My God. But I feel like, oh my God, I feel like Lil Kim. Like I feel one is just gonna pop out and it's gonna be totally inappropriate.
Careful.
All that will do is get more viewers for the show, Stacy. Don't worry about that.
Right. Somebody somewhere is cheering that possibility.
Oh my Lord! How was your day, Stacy? What did you do today?
I put a shitload of makeup on since I saw people were actually going to see me today. I was like, oh, I got to go into the actual world with humanity, so I got to look good. And then I gained I don't know. Have you guys gained weight during quarantine? I gained 15 pounds.
I gained weight during life.
Yeah, I gained weight during that too. But after quarantine, I'm just like, oh God. So has anybody had trouble fitting into their fat jeans? Because I'm there.
Has anybody say that again? Has anybody what?
Had trouble fitting into their fat jeans? Because I'm there. I can't fit into my fat jeans right now.
Got it. I don't have
all
any...
my jeans are fat jeans.
I don't have any jeans by that name, so yeah, I don't.
You don't have your designated fat jeans?
I don't.
Must be nice, Dana. I'm jealous.
I do have clothes that I'm struggling a little bit to get into. I need to lose a little weight. I won't lie.
I had to do that trick where I had to lay on the bed to close these jeans and this corset. I was like.
But
that is an actual representation, yes.
Right, but Beyonce said if you don't jump to put jeans on, right? Gang,
Beyonce also went on a full liquid diet and had no solids for Dream Girls and lost 20 pounds. Beyonce is just crazy.
It's just if you Houston, Texas, baby, Houston Beehive, stand up. I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you.
Nick says he's carving pumpkins and sipping on Tito's.
Tito's, nice.
Oh
All right, Nick, that sounds like a good time. That sounds like a good time. I've never carved a pumpkin. Now, this is
really
I've been to pumpkin patches. We've taken the kids. Well, the kid, I have one, and we've done these field trips, but I've never carved. I think I'm gonna have to I don't know, put that on my bucket list. My bucket list is simple, but I'm gonna have to put it on there.
Carve a pumpkin. I only like the ones when you carve them, they scream. That may not have been a pumpkin.
That one more time.
I only like the pumpkins that when you carve them, they scream, but that may not have been a pumpkin.
Oh.
Okay, Charles Manson, relax.
I found lots of pumpkins.
Yeah, but lots of seeds came out of that one. It was weird. Yeah. That doesn't even make sense. You're getting grossed out by something that is completely nonsensical.
Well, we're gonna carve our pumpkin tomorrow, and then what do you call it? Oh, well, okay. I guess I could bring this up. These aren't Halloween movies per se, but I picked up these today. I don't know if you can see that.
That's a good Halloween movie.
You are too early.
Home Alone 4K. It was on sale. I had to get one that was on sale. This one you can watch on Halloween.
Pitch Black. Wait, that's the one with Vin Diesel, right?
Oh hell yeah, I love this movie.
Riddick, before they did the Chronicles of Riddick and kind of
That's
killed
right.
it. Okay, got
Oh, I like them all. You leave me alone, Mister. Uh,
it.
that and just getting more stuff for the dog to get prepared when the dog
Oh,
gets here in a few weeks.
He hasn't arrived yet, or she? Right? It's a
No,
she.
yeah, it's a she. She hasn't arrived yet, but we're slowly buying
Oh,
all the different things and
that
all that
picture
stuff.
had me fooled. I totally thought she was here.
Oh no, that one's at the nice lady's house. She
Oh,
sends
okay.
us like a picture or a video every week, and we get to
Oh,
kind
every
of.
week. Okay, because I was gonna say you posted some amazing stuff like the last couple of weeks, so I just assumed I was like, oh my gosh.
No. If it was here, it would be up here with a costume.
That has to be like the equivalent of an ultrasound for you. Like,
Oh
she's
yeah.
coming. She's almost ready. She's
Oh yeah.
almost old enough.
Yeah, they had like costumes at the Party City. They had like the Ghostface costume from Scream for the dog. They had a Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street little dog costume. We would have bought one, but she's not. She's not here.
She's a little puppy right now. She's too
She's
small
tiny.
for costumes.
No. They had all sizes, like for baby dogs and all that stuff.
I guess I'll have to ask, do they have any slutty dog costumes?
Yeah, they did actually. They had what was it, a barmaid or something?
Only Dan.
Only me. I would have to ask. I'm sorry, but it's what it is. Hey, so check it out. We have something to get us in the mood for what we're trying later on. And this is our final special Halloween segment. So give me 1 second, Stefan, and I'm going to share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Share it, I tell you. Share that screen. Let me know when you see it.
It's up. It's up.
All right. We got some haunted artifacts. So let's talk about haunted artifacts around the world. Now, of course, we have to start with a couple of them that are very famous because they keep making movies that almost pass the bar with them. Who is this, everybody? Who are these two beautiful things? It says it right there. We have Robert the doll and the doll called Annabelle. They're next to each other. Now, a lot of people did not know that Annabelle. I don't know. A lot of people probably know now. It was actually a Raggedy Ann doll, but probably for copyright things, they didn't want to put her in the movie The Conjuring.
I was gonna say when I grew up, she was Raggedy Ann. I was gonna say, what is Raggedy Ann doing on here?
Yeah, Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy.
So Robert is actually a doll that is 111 years old, and he's at the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida. He was originally owned by Robert Jean Otto, who was an artist, and his grandfather gifted him the doll after buying it in Germany. Now, Otto kept the doll into adulthood, creeping him out because he took it everywhere with him as an adult. Okay? Now, when Otto was young, he would blame things on the doll because he had a problem with accountability. And others who would rather laugh it off when he was a kid, but when he was adult, they were like, that's just weird. And he lived in a house he called the Artist House, where Robert was positioned in an upstairs window looking out at people. School children would say that they would see him appear and disappear, and they avoided the house. So later on, this lady, Myrtle Reuter, bought the Artist House after he died in 1974, and it came with the doll. Because, house flippers didn't move that. So,
wow.
Visitors said they would hear footsteps in the attic and giggling, and some of said that Robert's expression changed if anyone badmouthed Otto while they were in the house.
Wow.
And so Reuter said that Robert would move around the house on his own, and after 20 years, she said, fuck this, and donated him to the museum in Key West in 1994. Now, Annabelle, however, is named after the girl that claimed to possess it. I don't have this much information on the rest of the slides, so bear with me on this one. The famous Warren's Occult Museum acquired the doll in the early 1970s from a woman who said that her roommate and her noticed the doll would move around the house itself. They would find notes that said help around it, and they once found it covered in a red substance when they came in. And there was a medium told them that was inhabited by a girl that was killed in their building. Now, apparently, they had enough of it when a friend of theirs who voiced concern about the doll was attacked and killed while the women were away one night. So in the house, a friend of theirs was attacked and killed. They believe it was the doll that did it. I mean, I don't know if they can prove that, but hey, that's what they think.
Wow.
These are, two of the most famous haunted artifacts right here. We're starting with those. Why? Because we wanted to bring you After this ones you may not have heard of as much. Maybe
Wow,
you
she
have
was
heard of
just
them.
Raggedy Ann when I was growing up. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And we all wanted one. So I guess not. Thank goodness.
Yeah, seriously.
With this story, it makes me like look at her differently. Like it almost looks like that triangle nose is just someone cut out her nose and you can see the flesh underneath.
Okay,
You know
well,
what's crazy? They actually handle her with gloves. They won't actually directly touch her. Like it was left with the Warren estate, so her son is the one that's like operating the museum, but he refuses to actually touch her. He will only handle her with gloves, and he has to like put sage and pray on it and holy water before he even bothers opening that thing.
wow.
Yeah.
Now, if you thought those dolls are neat, I actually think the next doll is more impressive. Yes, I did another doll. This is the Cracking Man. Let's talk about the Cracking Man. So he's at the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and the Occult. There was a Chicago house flipper who found him in a suburban home. The clown was wrapped in a painting of himself. And after taking it
Wow.
home, she would hear popping sounds all over the home, and it gave her insomnia.
Wow. Yeah.
So one night she says she awoke to a disfigured human-like figure in her bedroom. And as she recoiled in fear, it did as well. And she said she could hear the popping noise coming from its body, as if it was coming from its ligaments and bones. So she freaked the fuck out.
Right.
And she gave the doll to the museum right away. And the owners of this museum, the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal Occult, say that they can actually hear the popping as well if you're in the same room.
Wow. Screw that.
But it's got to be funny that like she recoiled and it recoiled. Like, that's got to tell us a lot, about what the paranormal, because I'm sure in the paranormal world, we're the weirdos, and in our world, they're the weirdos. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. But that's funny.
That reminds me of that movie with Nicole Kidman. Was it called The Others? Where
Yeah, The Others,
they didn't
yeah.
realize that they were dead, and they were the ones that were the ghosts. Instead, they thought they were.
Spoiler
being
alert!
haunted.
Spoiler alert!
I was going to say, for those of us who still might have had it on our list.
Oh,
it's
man.
now off the list.
Decades old. Okay, if you haven't seen the movie, then that's on you. That's on you.
Anyway, because it seemed like a good one. It seemed like one I might have had the nerve to watch in another, 5 years or so with the joint. Got it. Seemed like a good one.
I could just imagine that.
See it? It's like what, 20 years old, Dina? Come on.
It's not 20 years old because
No.
I've been out here for 20 years. It didn't come out when I got here.
I don't think it's 20 years
right?
old.
It's definitely not.
15?
I know
Close
that
enough.
because you know what, I respected it. The only reason I was interested in it because it just based on what I heard, and then anytime anything gets a lot of parody, like at Saturday Night Live or wherever, then that there's a solid story there. So I was like, this one might
Came out in 2001.
okay.
Thank you.
Could you imagine if she
Sort
sees this figure at her bed and the figure is actually a real big jerk and it just looks at her and goes, "You should wear makeup to bed also."
Ooh.
So anyway, I know
Scary.
that's harsh. It's probably a horror movie for someone.
Yeah.
I think
Bad
that sounds
doll.
like my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right, this next one. What does that
What
look
is
like?
that?
What is this thing? It is
It
the
looks like-
goddess of death.
It looks like a very bad gingerbread cookie.
It looks like a penis like turned upside down.
She said it first, folks. Dana said it
because
first.
yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a penis with a lot going on the other end at the bottom, like an upright base with a penis for the stem.
So it's like a
Here's the
gingerbread
craziest
phallus
thing.
object.
Right.
I want to say the word in consideration of Dana to be respectful and mindful, and I think Dana said the word penis like 6 or 7 times.
Right. Well, because here's the thing. So if again, you guys, I love it. You guys always have these interesting ideas about me. I have a bigger problem with dick than penis. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because a penis is actually what it is. If we're,
Yep.
it's a nuance. And I'm not saying that those other types of jokes aren't funny, but in our world of comedy, we certainly get tired of those type of jokes. But penis is just the word. It's actually what it is. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Are we telling me that the Pioneer Chicken sign behind me didn't make anyone think of cock?
Oh my
No,
lord!
you pervert.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I didn't even yeah.
Do you eat the roosters? Would you ever know? Anyway, so this is at the Royal Scottish Museum. It's a limestone statue from 3,500 BC. Did you hear that, Amy Coney Barrett? The world is older than you think. Anyway, each family that had this statue has been torn apart by death. I thought they were impaled. Anyway, the first family to own it had 7 people die within 6 years in unexpected ways. The second owner and his family all died within 4 years. Then the statue seemed to disappear for a few years, either that or they lost track of it, until found by a third family who also saw several members die in the family. The final 2 family members said, "Screw it, we're taking this to a museum, let them die."
Right.
I
Why?
like how every time something's really bad or haunted, people are like, I'm just taking it to a museum.
Yeah, they know what
We're
to
in a
do.
museum right now, Dan. Do you think something's just going to come up and kill us?
That's actually, well, we're hoping that something freaks us out later when we have Steve on the show.
I'm freak you out. I get scared of this.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm waiting to be freaked out, yo.
You
wanna
guys,
see it happen.
apparently there is a Spectrum ad that puts a hologram in your home. Like there's this thing, like I saw a old friend, good friend, she was posting on Instagram, and apparently like when I don't know what she was setting up. I'd have to go back, but she was setting up something through Spectrum, and it, like, when she, I guess, turned on the setup, this hologram appears in her home to help her with it. And she was like, oh, like, I mean, she was just like, it almost got knocked out because, you know, she wasn't aware that this is what was about to happen. And I was like, yeah, no, on any type of hologram when I'm just looking for some setup instructions.
Did you
Nope.
hear what Kanye did?
Who?
Kanye West.
Okay.
He got a hologram of Kim Kardashian's dad, Robert Kardashian, to wish her a happy birthday.
Oh,
That
wow.
is
That's-
so creepy.
That's pretty creepy, to tell you the truth. Yes.
I mean,
he's trying to be nice.
I was gonna say I get it on the one. I mean, because that's a big imagination. I'm not saying that I would necessarily be in love with it if it, you know, if the tables were turned. But I mean, one of the first places we saw like the big hologram possibilities was like a few years ago at Coachella. Snoop was on
Elvis,
stage.
right? Was it
No,
Elvis?
well, there's the Tupac hologram that they had on stage with Snoop at Coachella. So I'm just saying, like, it's not. I think if, you know, obviously Kanye has the means. I think again, I'm not sure if I were Kim that I would be okay with it either. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I get it. That much money, that much imagination, not much to do.
No,
That's a recipe.
like
That's a recipe
performance-
for some interesting stuff.
Dude, did he get, if it was earlier, you got Robin Williams to do the voice, you know, like, oh, hello, how are you? I'm your dad again. Look at me, I'm alive still.
He got
Oh,
somebody
my
to do
Lord.
the voice. Like, I don't know if he got a voiceover person or if he got old footage. I don't know, but he made it sound like he was wishing her a 40th birthday
Wow.
right now.
If
Which
his
is
heart's-
creepy.
If his heart's in the right place, you know, I mean, not saying.
Yeah, I
it's
was
not
like, I
creepy,
can't.
but,
It's hard
you
for
know.
me to be real
I don't
mad
know.
about it. Like, I can't promise that I would be the one to be a great recipient, but I can see where, like, I could just see where in a mind that is dealing, you know, like that. That's a good idea. Like, this is something that's could
But
work.
it's
I don't
not
know.
him. It's a manipulated. I don't know. That's just weird. That's
All right.
weird.
Well, if you
But
think
I-
that's weird, what do you think of this? The Restless Painting.
I think whoever bought that is an idiot, and they overpaid.
This is also at the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and Occult, and this is a framed portrait of a girl who is not, this is not even the original painting. This is a print of the painting, and it's claimed that wherever it is hung, it will randomly fall off the wall or cause the pictures around it to fall off the wall. Does it not look, though, like she's blaming the cat for doing it?
Is that
It
a
Yeah,
does
it
look
does.
that way.
Oh, God, I
She's
thought
like,
it was
the
a
cat did it.
monster.
The cat is a ghost. Her arms are weird.
Yeah.
She got those freak arms, yo. I can say that because she's not real. Anyway, but I think, you know, that's all we were gonna, unless, you know, I think that's it. That's what we got to say about that one. That one has the shortest thing. This next one, Stacy said I should look this up, so I looked it up. This is the Dubuque box. This is owned by Zach Baggins of Ghost
What is that?
Adventures. Well, this is the famous wine box allegedly possessed by a Dubuque. I think I'm saying that right or wrong. An evil demon from Jewish mythology, much like Ha-Satan. The man who originally owned it said he got it from a Holocaust survivor. Just a Holocaust survivor. Like, hey, you a Holocaust survivor? Hey, give me this thing. Anyways, and then he claimed it caused him horrible nightmares and strange activity in his home. So Basically, one time on Ghost Adventures, Zach and the human Etch-a-Sketch Post Malone claims that when they opened the cover to this box, this plastic cover, they heard a little girl's voice and felt a force that made them flee. Post Malone then claimed to see a dark figure outside of that building, and the next day found a bruise on his arm.
Ooh.
Yeah, or he just forgot that he fell and got another face tattoo. But this was the one that Stacy brought to my attention. I have not seen. I guess I did not see that episode of Ghost Adventures. So.
I think he almost had his plane almost crashed, if I remember, like a week after, and then he got robbed or something. Like he went on the Joe Rogan podcast. Like there was TMZ articles about it, but he actually went on the Joe Rogan podcast to talk about it, and he was pretty freaked out. Like I was like, ooh.
So do you think when Post Malone gets freaked out, he actually still sounds apathetic? I saw a box and it scared the shit out of me.
I wonder if he's just high.
There was a bruise on my arm.
Oh boy.
I know he's gonna hate me for that one. Post Malone jokes. One day he'll sue me. Whatever. I don't got nothing, Post Malone. You got all the money.
Yeah, oh, that's funny.
Here is our final one.
Oh boy.
The Crone. This is the final one we're talking about. This is also at the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal Occult. But they don't have it there anymore because it freaked them out too much.
I don't know. It looks like
What
it
is
has
that?
obstructions in its eyes. I don't
So
know
there's-
how it can see.
Yeah, a pair of hikers found this in the Catskills, and it's a wooden figure with 3 nails in each eye and a noose around its neck. They found it in a cave. And the hikers took it home, and suddenly weird things started happening. Objects moved around. Sinks randomly turned on. The stench of stagnant pond water filled their apartment. They also noticed unexplained wet footprints all around the house.
Oh,
I think
wow.
that sounds like somebody used too much shower water and didn't want to admit it to the other. No, I don't know why the bill's so high.
But like there's just certain things that if I find it in the wood, it is not fucking coming to my house.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
like,
what we told Jerry.
like just all things real. I mean, and here's the thing, I have to say it. Obviously, I'm here. Like anything with a noose around its neck. Come on, if you're black, we're not bringing that home. Like that's just a fact. You're not like, and then to add, there are nails in the eyes. Like like we're not doing that.
I wouldn't even have picked it up. I'd have looked at him and like, okay,
right.
cool.
The chances of me touching it are 0.
Yeah, I'm not
Well, the final straw for this people in the apartment, because that wasn't it. They were okay with everything else.
Right.
But the final straw was when they came home one evening to find an apparition of a drenched, naked old woman standing in their living room staring back at them.
Yeah.
And
Ew.
so they
Say
fled
that
the
again.
home.
Naked old women. What?
Yeah, a drenched, naked old woman. Woman. I think that really they just came home and someone was like, "I need a shower."
Sounds like that ghost
shower.
from The Shining. That
Yeah.
one when they go in the room and that old lady with all the wow.
But they fled the home and then later returned in the day and gave it to the museum. Now the museum owners noticed the same activity in their home, including the wet footprints. Sorry. But at one time, a plastic Jesus on a crucifix was ripped off and thrown on the floor with the cross still on the wall. So I guess they had no problem with the cross. They were just like, Jesus looks like he's hurt up there. Get him off. And then once at the unveiling of the figure, they unveiled the figure. A woman dropped her glass. Lights started flickering, and another guest went into a seizure. Now, I'm pretty sure, I don't know. Maybe the lights flickering had something to do with that. Maybe it was this thing. But they also claim that 2 men who mocked the figure at the unveiling resumed to do so on their ride home and got into a near-fatal accident. So the museum's owners are so convinced of the power of this artifact that they have planned to return it to the Catskills. They keep it locked up, and they're going to take it back and find a cave and just go, you be someone else's problem in 10 years.
I was gonna say, like, I think they should burn it at this. Like, I mean, I don't know. This just me. If it's wooden, why can't we just burn it?
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy though? A majority of these items that we actually mentioned, it's always a backstory of somebody mocking it and people dying or getting hurt. Like Robert the doll, somebody had mocked it, and that is
Right.
why they said that they got hurt. Annabelle, somebody had mocked her, and they were in a motorcycle accident and died. The Dabuki box, somebody had mocked it, and they almost died. I think it's just a common thing. So Dan, if you mock anything in here,
Yeah, don't mock
Take it.
anything.
Wait. Oh my gosh! Now I know why my sister's Cabbage Patch doll tried to kill me.
Uh-oh.
Oh my lord.
Oh man! I was like, you're going to be in the closet for the next 15 years. She's a teenager now. So,
Oh my lord.
but that is our segment, and I'm trying to get back to the thing where I don't share this awkward screen. Look at that! Doesn't creep you out?
Woo!
So, Stacy is going to go interview Tommy now, and I will join you in just a minute after I get ready. Yeah,
So you want me to take you out, Dan?
yeah. Take me out to the ball game.
Okay.
Take you out to the okay.
Am I
Uh,
adding him now?
Yes, so we're going to go ahead and welcome the founder and owner of the Valley Relics Museum, who graciously invited us here.
Hey guys.
Hi, Tommy.
Hello,
Hey there.
Tommy. How you doing?
Hi.
How
Happy
are you?
Halloween and all that good stuff.
Yes. Happy Halloween.
So, Tommy, can you hear us?
I can.
Yeah. So, Tommy, why don't you give us an introduction as to what made you want to open this museum?
Well, being born and raised in the Valley was definitely part of the reason. I'm a true lover of history. And as a kid, I always loved the shows that showed Lost Atlantis, the ancient pyramids, and things like that. But charity does begin at home. And I didn't realize how many celebrities lived in the San Fernando Valley. Later on, I found out that the very first Camaro rolled out of Van Nuys at the General Motors plant, and they produced over 62 million Chevrolets from the mid 40s all the way into the 2000s. But from satellite engines to rockets to airplanes to Camaros. Even BMX started in the Valley, and there's just so much. And when I looked on the internet about 20 years ago, just trying to figure out where a lot of our architecture went, something about our history, it just wasn't available. You search Hollywood, you search, mid Wilshire, certain celebrities, and that would come right up. But the Valley just is underdocumented. And 20 years ago, nobody was trying to promote any Valley history. And, I searched Marilyn Monroe. She lived in North Hollywood. She went to Van Nuys High School as Robert Redford, Lucille Ball, and Desi Arnaz. Got married twice, the second time in Canoga Park. James Cagney had a ranch up in Granada Hills. So there was all this really cool history, and there was just layers and layers. But there was no museum. There was no anything to be found. And so it kind of started off as a personal collection, and with postcards and yearbooks and little bits of memorabilia. And I created this website about 18 years ago called the Valley Relics Online Museum and Vault. And I would post little artifacts that I was finding and photos and people, and there was no face to the whole mission. And people would go, "Who are you and why are you doing this?" And then what was it called? There was a Live Journal, and Live Journal was before MySpace and before Facebook. And I started posting little history tidbits on that, and kids were like, there was a car manufacturing plant, but that's where my school is at, or that's where that plant is. The plant is in, like, they just call it the plant and named it after General Motors. But it became really, and people were like showing their parents. Parents would get on and go, "Hey, I'm going to send you a postcard, a yearbook." And then people were like, "Hey, I have a sign, if you can take it down." So it wasn't really planned. It was really just a way to, it was like my cigarette. I don't smoke. So it kind of started like that. And it grew into this 20-year project of finding artifacts, looking for artifacts, and then rescuing history, and helping with protecting some of the architecture that's left, to rescuing signs. And, the Valley Relics Museum was born, and now we are the only museum, or pop culture museum, I might say, in the Los Angeles area, but definitely we represent the entire San Fernando Valley. And there's, the San Fernando Valley Historical Society, And then there's the Chatsworth Homestead, which they have a museum, but they kind of focus on like that area, like the San Fernando Valley Historical Society. They really focus on Lancashire and Van Nuys. And then the Chatsworth Homestead, they focus on the Santa Susana Mountains. And Valley Relics feels that all of the Valley history is important, and it's a rich history. And, it's been such a huge community support, and it became so popular, so it's really, it's been really rewarding. And I think that the community really fueled its success.
Now, Lauren did ask, which is something I definitely wanted to ask you, is I know the pandemic has made businesses shut down, but I wanted to see, what are you guys doing? Are you open to the public? Are you throwing special events? What is the museum doing now?
So originally we shut down, no questions asked. We wanted to make sure, obviously, that we were following all the guidelines. So the first couple of months, 2 to 3 months, we're in 2 brand new airplane hangars, and it's expensive to be, right on the airport, and it's a very safe, really awesome location. And then one day I was thinking, we're in an airplane hangar. You can drive an airplane through our buildings, which means if we were to open and get permission from the airport to open our large hangar doors that go, 120 feet long by, about 30 feet tall approximately. And with our other doors in the front of our business, it opens it into a large patio. When we moved in the airport, the owner said, we don't want you opening the back doors because it gives the public access to the tarmac and the runway, and for security reasons. So I told them, look, if you want us to pay rent, you have to consider letting us open those doors. So a couple of months ago, as the requirements changed, we were able to open the museum and create an outdoor museum experience with exhibits, basically being in an open air environment, and creating a food patio and putting all the CDC guidelines into play. So we're in a really unique situation to where our museum converts into a patio, and we have a patio area which we will serve food and drinks and things of that nature. So this last couple of months, we went from being open 4 days a week to being open Friday and Saturday evening, just 3 hours on each of those nights. Tickets are available on our website. So that's where we're at right now.
So everyone, the links will be below. Check out the website. You can go ahead and buy tickets. It's very socially distant friendly. Everything is spaced out. The doors are open. In case you're worried about us, we're very apart from one another. I think we're like 80 feet away from each other.
Different rooms, different locations and different rooms, but we do provide hand sanitizer. Masks are required. Temperatures are taken at the door. If you go to the CDC website, it does give museums with outdoor exhibits permission to be open. So we are following all of the rules, and the public safety comes first.
And then, guys, we will be doing a tour of the entire place during the paranormal investigation. I'm going to continue repeating this every one I tell about the museum. This place is really cool, especially if you're into oddities or trinkets, and this is the place to go. They even have arcade games. Come on, you can't miss out.
It's a pop culture museum. So from BMX to hot rods, car culture, vintage clothing, a huge array of neon signs. It's a blast for the entire family, for sure.
Wow.
Now, Tommy, what is the spookiest thing you have in the museum?
We do have Sharon Tate's, one of Sharon Tate's dress, and then we have, there's a lot of stuff from the late 1800s, early 1900s, all the way into the 80s, and there's a lot of old signs, but we have one exhibit. It's the Jack Oakey exhibit, and he bought Barbara Sandwick's home in Northridge. And when Jack Oakey moved there and married Victoria Horn, they lived there all through the 40s, until Jack Oakey died, and then Victoria Horn, his wife, stayed there just up into 2000. And we have all of their, personal rings and earrings and watches and gold necklaces. And there's even a bag that Jack Oakey saved from all of his turkey meals. So I think there's over 100 wishbones in a bag. It's just kind of creepy. But he was a comedian.
Okay.
And yeah, he was a comedian, and he has his 2 wisdom teeth put into a gold ring that he wore. So that whole exhibit, there's just so much cool stuff, from the I Dream a Genie bottle to Phyllis Diller's wig to Hugh Hefner's shoes. I mean, you name it, it's all here. It's such a great, happy place. But at the same time, there's so many personal items from celebrities here that they're just odd, cool objects. So yeah.
What's your most favorite thing here at the museum that you obtained?
Probably the original Palomino sign from North Hollywood is one of my favorite items. The $400,000 Nudie station wagon, Nudie Cone, the famous rodeo tailor, his family station wagon with the horns and the guns and the silver dollars is here. So there's things like that. But I think the Palomino is one of my favorite. And then, of course, the BMX collection. But I like all of it. So it's all fun and interesting.
That nudie car still creeps me out. I was here last year, and the trunk opened by itself, and there was some weird things going on.
That was weird.
But it's honestly such a cool ambience, and I love being here. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thanks for having me and including me. We appreciate it.
Please, everyone, if you get a chance, check out the Valley Relics Museum on Instagram. And if you're trying to find something to do with everything closed or want to explore, I highly recommend coming out here to the museum. And if you probably hear the planes, again, we're in a hangar, so it's very spacious and open and safer than most things out there right now.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for being with us, Tommy.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Have a great evening.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what do we have? Ooh, is somebody back? Oh my God, what is that?
Oh, hi. So I am joined with my friend Tim. It's Jeff. My friend Jeff actually called me Mike. My friend Mike, go back to Tim. I like Tim better. You're Joey now. Fuck you. Yeah, well, you too. Anyways, Joey and I are actually in front of the famous $400,000 nudie car. Look at that thing. It's got guns all over the thing, as if you did not want to be afraid of it. This is the most improper thing to drive into a school after a shooting, I'm telling you. And behind it,
Oh my Lord.
yeah, you do not drop off your kids in this station wagon after one of those. Behind it is actually this gigantic Palomino sign. It's not lit up right now. We're trying to go for a little bit of atmosphere. But one of the BMXs, this Schwein right here, I think it's called a Schwein. A Schwein. But look at the detail inside the car. I mean, there's a bunch of Native American drawings.
That's
the keys are right there on the seat. I like that. And there's another Palomino sign kicking it in the back. I don't know if anyone can really see that next to the Bud Light.
Oh no, we can.
By the way,
it's Schwinn. I know it's Schwinn.
Schwein. I mean, look at this. By the way, all of our friends that are stoners that watch the show, I got a big giant bowl for you right here.
That's right. Yes.
Big giant bowl. Look at that. Over here, by the way, coming back to Netflix. Showing up here, we've got the Animaniacs chilling right there.
Yes.
It's Hulu, by the way. It's Hulu.
We have a guy staring at me out of that car. This car is beautifully, I mean, it's hard to make it out, but this is...
I can't see it. Get closer.
Well, I don't want to go past the ropes. This is the rolling sculpture. It's got, appears to be Aztec temples all over it. This is definitely a car that would be stopped nowadays by ICE. Uh, by the way, that is a neon sign, in case you couldn't tell.
You don't say.
Yeah, it says. But like I said before, now here, I think a lot of us have seen this guy, Paul Bunyan's head,
Right,
that used to stand outside of a business or a hotel. I can't remember.
right.
We have this freak of a horse with extra legs that pop out of it now and then.
That's a cool Mustang neon sign. Yep, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I mean, of course, you can't miss the Tiffany sign. Somebody really loves the remake of I Think We're Alone Now. I think we're alone now. We have the Pioneer Chicken. We have a Minimalist Burger Man. I hope I'm doing this right. It's hard to see, I guess, with the lights. We have a milk truck. These used to be the old milk truck transportation trucks, and apparently the milk person has lost their head.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's retribution for all that head it got while visiting mothers while the father was away.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my lord!
We have the Mel's Drive-In sign here. It's just not lit up at the time.
Nice, very nice.
This bell, oh my gosh, Tommy could have told us a little bit more about this bell. But this bell, actually, they used to have these near a beach, and there used to be 36 of them, and the neighborhood kids used to learn how to ring them until they fell down.
Oh wow.
Now, they actually used to have a working bell, and you can see that there's wind chimes in there now. And basically, they decided, well, at first they put an electronic sound, but that didn't totally work. So they put the wind chimes in because originally there was not any people living there. I used to live there. No, you didn't. Anyway, yeah, and then there's a windmill behind me. So Don Quixote's going to come by later and attack that.
Oh jeez.
Behind us are plenty of things. Oh, I get here just as it says winners don't use drugs on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. I lost so many quarters in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, but what I don't remember, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, is how poorly, like, the April O'Neil looked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the shredder on this sign. Oh my gosh. But the game was still cool. Who remembers playing that? Who remembers playing that game?
Lost a lot of quarters to that one.
I was all Pac-Man, Centipede, and Tempest.
Oh, look. They have Mrs. Pac-Man here.
Right. Nice. We did that. We did that.
She was better at eating balls.
Oh my lord.
Well,
this is Scared Stiff, the Elvira game. The Elvira pinball. One thing I noticed here is that they actually have finger puppets inside the thing here.
Interesting.
And then, of course, everybody that was a late 80s, 90s kid lost a lot of quarters to Street Fighter.
Do the Chumley kick. Do the Chumley kick.
Oh, yeah, let me just do that right now. I can do it. No, you can't. You don't even have legs, bitch. I'm sorry. So, Stacy, why don't you show us around some of the areas that you're at over there? What do you see?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let me shrink yours.
Yeah, I'm really gonna end up pulling a little Kim here. Sorry, guys. Okay, wrong outfit choice. But so we're here with I honestly don't have much history about this, so we're gonna ask Tommy if you guys want to know. Here is Ronald McDonald. You know, I'm really tempted to wear that wig right there. And then here is Jack in the Box. Now this is the craziest thing. The Jack in the Boxes right here are actually from Hurricane Katrina. So these are items that they collected after everything occurred over there. And now I'm having a moment where I'm doubting myself, but I'm pretty 1,000% sure it was New Orleans, right? Because I can't keep up with all the hurricanes.
Oh my God. Okay. You know what? It's so funny. When you said Katrina, I was like, well, she's not referring to New Orleans, is she? Like the way you said it, I was like, she's not referring to the hurricane. But yes, very much New Orleans. Very much.
Okay.
I think you mean New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay.
My family was actually part Creole. They would have said New Orleans.
Some people there saying, so I lived there for a lot of my life. People like, I love both. You read that on everything. But anyway, New Orleans or Nolans, as the brother said, but New Orleans.
No, seriously, I am part Creole. I know I don't show any of it. I wish I had some of it.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Whatever you say. I agree with you. That's cool. Like, yeah. Anyway, New Orleans, 2005, post Katrina.
So these are unfortunately, the leftover things from there.
Maybe I'm.
But we have more stuff here. We do have more of the nudie stuff here. Not my nudies. Please don't look at my nudies.
Right.
I am the worst tour guide. Dan did such a good job, and now I'm just like, here's this.
This is cool stuff, Stacy. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
I do want to get to the Hollywood stuff that Tommy gave me more information on, but I do want to show you all the cool memorabilia. I think you guys are going to appreciate that right there.
Ooh, Alice Cooper.
And then the museum does have a lot of celebrity guests that come in. I believe Travis Barker was here not too long ago. It is an incredible place, and like I said, it's pretty big. See, I'm a horrible tour guide. I would never ever get a job at Universal Studios showing you King Kong. 6 feet, Dan.
I am 6 feet away. I'm pretty far. Actually, if you look over here, I've got a big boy here. I got a big boy to show you, Stefan.
Oh God, that sounds.
Oh, it's such a big boy.
Tony's big
Look
boy.
at him. Ah. Don't you want to cover him in ranch and just eat him right up? Probably not.
Probably
anyway.
Not. Yeah, that's a no.
All right, pervert, get away. Hey, I can actually tell you to get out now. You're actually in the same room as I am. Get out.
No. You can never make me leave.
And as you guys can see, there are a lot of bikes because of BMX, and they were so gracious to donate a lot of things out here to the museum. So we have a lot of BMX memorabilia. These are pretty cool, though. I believe these are I'm trying to get my face out of there. Okay, there we go. I believe these are. I have no idea what this is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they were the type of TVs that they would use for the news. Remember, they would have TVs in the back and they were playing a bunch of news stations and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know what this is. I'm the worst person to get tours. What is it?
So I forget exactly, but there was a TV executive who owned that. That was on his wall so he could watch all the stations at once. By the way, Stefan, I got something else for you.
Uh-oh.
I got this for you. That's another big boy. Next to some famous gerbils.
That's right. That chicken.
Famous joybles. Alvin, Simon, Ted. Hey, Stacy, you're by one of my favorite statues. There it is. Show Stacy's. I love this. Humphrey Bogart, your weed, right there.
Stefan, just spotlight Dan. Dan Dake makes a better person to show off all this crap. I'm done. Just spotlight Dan.
I'm trying not to be intrusive.
Why am I still the main screen? Put Dan on.
Here, wait. Until I have something to show. I didn't mean to invade. I'm just, I guess.
No, actually, I'm not kidding. He makes such a better guide. He has stupid jokes and he talks to himself. He's so good at talking to himself that I really wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, my parents wanted to put me somewhere for that, but they never followed through. Look at what I have right here. Look at this Mall Ninja's wet dream right here.
Oh my lord.
Oh my gosh. So this
Spotlight Dan.
Spotlight? Okay.
This was from Trapper's Lodge. I love, so you know what I love about the past is there's these interesting attempts to not be racist. Like this sign right here that says Buffalo Flat. Whites caught spearing buffalo will be jailed. Injuns only. Only those Injuns can do it.
I thought you were going to say only forest fires can be prevented.
Yeah. By the way, spearing buffalo, another new innuendo for me. So,
Oh my lord.
it says Lancashire up here. I remember here's a Lancashire sign. Actually, I was watching a video of Tommy when he was giving another interview. The original name for North Hollywood was Lancashire. So where you see Lancashire, the street where I actually went to recording school. Look at this diorama of Ben-Hur. Hey,
Ooh,
Stefan, I
that's
got a bunch of
cool.
guys in togas for you.
Mhm.
Togas. If you guys are asking, why am I targeting Stefan? It seems like a thing to do on Halloween. Um,
He is wide open.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, you missed something really important. Go back, go
What
back,
did
go
I
back.
miss? What
Go
did I miss?
back. That big red dress. Duh.
That big red dress?
That one. Well, we all
Sharon
know.
Tate's red dress. Or as
Ooh.
I like to call her, Sharon Tater salad.
Now, if people don't know already, Sharon Tate is the actress that unfortunately was killed by Manson. And
His people. Yep.
yep.
Was she the one that was pregnant?
Yes, she was the
Mm-hmm.
one that was pregnant, married to Roman Polanski.
Right.
Yeah, Roman Polanski, director of Rosemary's Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Freakishly enough. So yeah, this is the Sharon Tate. Now she does have some clothing out there, but I think this is something really cool. It's something not commonly seen. If you guys saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it is basically Margaret Robbie, but her story is very sad and unfortunate at the end. But I highly recommend reading into it. But yeah.
Wait, wasn't Sharon Tate a little old for Roman Polanski?
Oh, you're horrible. Get out.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
Yeah, but that's a bit dark.
Oh.
What do we think this is?
Oh, Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
The actual
cool.
mask from it?
Nice.
That's cool.
Yep, that's dope.
Yeah. Got some stuff here. Oh, there's Jeannie up there. Signed picture
There
from
you go.
and
That
there's
was
a
my
bottle.
favorite.
That's
One of my
dope.
favorite shows.
I like how
Oh,
you
yeah,
passed
that
that
was good.
Oscar.
Oh, and one of the funniest women ever, Phyllis Diller, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Plenty
Wait,
of Phyllis Diller.
Is that Hugh Hefner's shoes on top or no?
That was, yes, Hugh Hefner shoes. Yeah. I thought they'd have more stains.
It's not Bill Clinton. Stop
Oh
it.
my lord.
He's not Bill Clinton. You get out.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, I mean, there is just so much stuff here. We could do seriously an entire show here. As Stacy said, anybody should come visit this place. I mean, there are vintage BMXs all over the place. Some of the designs I just haven't seen in such a long time. Look at the suspension on this thing.
Wow.
Just nutty. And
It's cool.
yeah, like oh man, there are just some. And then over here, actually, we were over by it. Sorry, I'm not that good at this, Stacy. I just make shit up. No,
See, this is why people actually have to come here, because then they're going to get a really misguided tour.
Look at this.
There was probably stains on Hugh Hefner's shoes. You just didn't see them because people need to see it in person.
Yes, you
There you
have
go.
to see it in person. You have to get close to the stains, or you can't be one with the stain. I didn't see any stains. Really, nobody smeared Hugh Hefner's name. He's a beautiful man. Oh, and then this actually made me sad, and I'm not a nostalgic person, but I saw this reminder when radio used to be good.
Yeah, KNAC, baby.
Back when they used to actually play metal on the
Yep.
radio.
Yep.
They used to play metal on the radio?
They used to play metal. Yeah, I think you're young.
Ronnie said those BMX bikes make him want to jump some sick ramps.
I saw that. That's very cool. Like, because I like the bikes. I never had a BMX, but that was like Saturday mornings at the end of our street. They didn't there weren't houses, and so all of us kids would ride our bikes, and we would like take whatever wood scraps and we'd make ramps. And it was, girls and boys. It wasn't like, I mean, admittedly, it wasn't anything way too extravagant. We didn't want to hurt ourselves, but we certainly had the freedom on Saturday mornings to ride down there and and take over that dirt area and just do all kind of fun stuff. So so I agree with Ronnie. Like that's where my mind went. Even when you were talking about the suspension, I was just like, that would have been dope to have, obviously, all those years ago as a kid trying to do all that good stuff. But like, I mean, my sister and I may have been a couple of the only girls in the bunch, but it was just, but it didn't, there's a certain age at which gender doesn't matter. It's just all play. And we're just all, and it was just very, very cool. So I was like, and I remember, I think it was when we would watch American Bandstand, like they would have a lot of BMX and Huffy like TV ads. And I remember on one of those, on some of the game shows, when you could win stuff, like BMX bikes were like sometimes in those prize, like, what I'm saying? Like that was part of the big deal of the prize pack. And I just remember thinking, how cool is that? Look at those bikes. I don't. So I'm totally digging that. When he said it in the thing, I was like, hey, BMX. I mean, I didn't have one, but it was like the cool thing to want, to want.
It's crazy. I grew up and I was raised in Van Nuys. My memories from Van Nuys weren't so great. I actually went to Hollywood High School. I unfortunately didn't continue because it's not the same Hollywood High School everyone thinks of. I was like, there were girls that were trying to jump me into their gang, and even though I'm Hispanic, I am not a fighter. I was like, not the face. So what I would do was I would ditch every single day so I wouldn't get jumped. I couldn't do like the whole gang thing and all that stuff. But honestly, when I came here to the museum, I didn't realize how amazing and how much history and memorabilia was actually from Van Nuys. So I honestly am. Again, I don't have to, but this isn't sponsored or anything. But this is such a great place. I especially when it comes to.
It's very cool. Very cool.
I think Dan wants to show us something.
Lauren says yes. She remembers the BMX bikes as prizes. And Nick, of course, and we all do. Thank you, Nick. Because somebody put the Pep Boys names up here. I saw the names, but like Manny, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie.
Yeah.
We all recognize them.
Oh, here, let me do a close up of.
These are the Mehoff brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not the Pep Boys.
These are the Mehoff brothers. If
Okay,
you
not
don't,
the Pep Boys.
Well, no, they're the Pep Boys, but their last name was Mehoff. You had Manny Mehoff, Mo Mehoff, and Jack Mehoff.
Okay.
Let's do a close up of the nudie car. Hold on, I'm right here. So let's do a close up, and I will show you why it's so freaking cool. All right. So
there you go.
Yeah, she's getting better angles. See, you're good at this, Stacy.
This is how I look skinny in photos. And then the coolest thing. Whoa. Okay. You know what? This might not work, but you guys see the steering wheel that it has a gun. Okay, the handles are also guns too. So pretty cool. Well, in case you don't know, I could also be wrong, but if I remember correctly, I think this is the same person that created outfits for Elvis. So those infamous Elvis outfits, they were created by the same man who actually designed this entire car. Whoa. Oh my God. Did you guys do that? Guys, the lights went out. Oh my God, this is fucking scary.
Rolling blackout?
Oh my God, yeah.
It's back.
It's back. That bang? Oh my God, there was like random bangs. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, arcades are scary in the dark. Okay.
Okay, so did everybody catch that? Did you guys all catch that? Yeah, it just went dark everywhere in here. Did you hear us during that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what went on there. Humphrey, are you Borgatti? I can't see your name. You screwing with electricity, Humphrey.
I think it's time to start an investigation because clearly that was really fucking creepy. Now I'm scared.
Yeah, and in fact, everybody, I have to prepare for this for my special paranormal investigation suit. Right. I will be right back.
We're going to go prepare.
Please put me backstage, Stefan.
Yeah, yes, put me on backstage. We're going to get ready. Stefan.
All right.
All right. Interesting.
Yes, interesting stuff.
Wow. So I thought the Pet Boys were super cool. Of course, I'm totally digging the I Dream of Jeannie because that was my show.
Oh
Like
yeah,
my two of my favorite shows on TV were I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched. Like I just thought, you know, thank goodness the Karens don't have any of those powers because if you think about it, both of them were, blonde white women, of a certain age. But
yeah.
thank goodness they were not Karens, and thank goodness Karens don't have any of those powers. What a
I
terrible place
agree.
the world might be if they had those powers. But those, I would say, if there were ever two women that I loved on TV, it was them. Like oh my gosh, just the idea
Yeah.
that all this could happen.
Oh
Watched
no,
it.
yeah. My babysitter used to make me watch I Dream of Jeannie. What was it? Brady Bunch, General Hospital,
Mhm.
and something else.
Brady Bunch was our shit. Like, oh my God, we did not miss it. Not ever, not ever, not ever, not ever. Um, so that was the bomb.com. And Ronnie says wiggle your nose contest. I wish, like I would love to, I don't, and I'm sure those people probably aren't even alive. The folks who were in charge of the effects for her to do that. Like, how did she, like, because I can't, and here's the thing, maybe it's something I need to look up. Honestly, you can find out everything you need to know. But I'm wondering, and just Barbara Eden. Is Barbara Eden still living? Like, who I Dream of
Let me
Jeannie?
see.
I'm going to take a quick look for us because I
Okay.
want to know because I just loved her energy. She was fantastic. And then, of course, we all loved, I think if, that's a battle. I think we should like do a I Dream of Jeannie and a Bewitched battle.
That'd be
Like,
interesting. That'd be
that would be
interesting.
fun. Like,
That
I
was the
like
other
who.
one that they would have me watch. Yeah, it was Bewitched. Yeah.
Let me see. Looks like she's still living. Beautiful. Like I'm looking. Yep, she's still alive. Barbara Eden is still alive. She was born in 31, so she's almost 90.
Oh
Uh
wow.
wow, right? And then let's check out Bewitched because I remember she had some moments in her story, and of course there were a couple Darrens. I remember that. I think one of the first Darren I think passed away. Um, let me see. Hold on. I can't all of a sudden because I just remember there were two Darrens, in the in the history of the show, and just so many. I think just his it seemed like kind of honestly a sad story, so I definitely don't want to talk about it too much. But just trying to hold on. Um, all of a sudden, I have to admit, even though I liked, I think I watched more of Bewitched. I don't know why. And if anybody in the chat can tell us what was her name.
Oh, from Bewitched,
Yeah,
Samantha.
huh?
Her, I know her character name.
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Oh, okay.
Right. I totally, yeah. So there was Dick York, who was the first Darren, but like they don't have the second Darren listed here, but there were two. I remember that very
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I used to watch that all the time. There's a lot of those shows. My babysitter, she's like, if you want to not take a nap, you're gonna watch TV with me.
uh-huh. Yeah, so
Okay.
she died. Okay, so she died like right before I moved here. She died in 1995 at the age of 62. Very young woman.
Oh wow.
Wow, definitely missed. But that would be a battle to me. That would be a fun battle between battle of Barbara Eden and Elizabeth Montgomery.
My wife said Dick York passed away.
Right. His story was kind of sad. Like that's like I was saying. I didn't really want to, but yeah, because I remember like when entertainment. Yeah, he died in 92. Let me see. Like
Oh,
he
okay.
came up with something. But I don't. But Peter Sargent was, I think, that was the name of the second Darren.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Come in.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm ready to ghost hunt.
Oh,
Oh my
We
goodness.
have a banana. It's a haunted banana from my lunch. Has come up.
Oh my gosh,
He came out, if you know what I mean. But now he's here to help.
that's so funny.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Hello, welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Happy to be here. Happy to be at this place. This place is awesome. A place I've always wanted to come. So I guess you guys want to find some ghosts tonight.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Some
Okay.
ghosts.
Well, I'm gonna keep it simple for the banana and Stacy. We're gonna rock it. I'm gonna use just three devices. I'm gonna use the Ovilus 3, which is a EMF, electromagnetic energy activated word dictionary. So ghosts
Oh.
essentially, the theory is ghosts are made up of EMF energy. So like if we die, the energy, it said Mercury right now. Um, so it's active. So this is a word dictionary that through EMF energy it can be activated. It's a very limited dictionary,
It's
but
trying to sell us the insurance.
it's Pluto. So it's going through astrological Mercury, Pluto. But you know, if you're next to a car that's a Mercury, that's pretty awesome that it says Mercury. Um, I've also got the REM meter, which is an EMF detector also, but it also has a sensor that only goes off on physical touch. So this going off in my hand without anyone touching the end of the antenna is absolutely impossible.
Hmm.
And I've only had it filmed 2 times in my probably 30-year ghost hunting career, had this go off. So if this makes lights tonight, we'll be pretty happy. And then everybody loves the good old spirit box. This is the SB11 spirit box. It has 2 different radio scanning frequencies. They say ghosts can use the white noise and be heard because it's scanning for sound technically. And this will have 2 different radios. Imagine turning your radio dial as fast as you can. So if you hear a voice, it shouldn't be able to make a cohesive sentence because it should be, you know, within a second, it's about 10 different radio stations. So if you get a yes or a no, it should be impossible. And this will take me a second to turn on. What do you guys want to do? Can you see everybody? Is she there?
So you guys, only Dan is going to have a video screen, and Steve, I'm in charge of the Oculus.
She's got the Ovilus.
Oculus, okay.
Ovilus
See,
3.
this is how dumb I am with this, okay? I can't fake anything.
Did you say the Ovilus? Never mind. Do you see them back there in the back of me? They're over there. I'm a banana.
Okay, so this is scanning radio frequencies right now. Let's see if I can double shot these two. Maybe we'll give the banana the old impossible meter.
All right.
Take this off. I've been sanitizing all day. If that goes off, or if that goes significantly up, like from 0.0, let us know, and then we'll check and see is that a video game. But there shouldn't be anything electrical right now to make this go off. And this, like you see, it should only go. What does it say?
Cleansing.
Cleansing.
It says cleansing?
So
Oh.
they're trying to talk.
Cleanse you, Dan.
Yes. It says don't touch that thing or it will need a cleansing, Dan.
I like how as soon as you got close to Dan,
Okay. Well, you want to stay sort of with me, and Dan can stay a few feet back, and
Yeah?
we'll make the loop.
All right.
Ovula sets supper. We have the spirit box going. Can you guys hear that at home?
Yeah, it sounds like Skrillex.
So right now you hear no voices. It says D. D might mean demon. So you got to be careful for that.
It might be asking if you want some D.
It could be asking if you want some D. It could be a
Yes.
hot. Oh, I just figured out what that means. I'm not very cool, so I'm not down with my slang. I assumed it meant donuts, but now I think yes. It says mommy. The headless milk truck doll.
and it honestly gave me like such a weird feeling when I saw it on here. And it
So a good thing is this is quiet, and we haven't asked a question. So let's. Hey, who's driving this milk truck? I try to stay away from the traditional. Is anyone here with me? I think that's. Did we talk about that last time I was there? Moist. But you also have to try to connect those. So milk, moist, damp, an old dress. Still no voices on the spirit box.
No one's touching me yet.
Did you say hello? Real faint. Did you just say hello to me? You know what? Let's do something fun. Do you want to stay over here by yourself by the milk truck for a few minutes? I'm gonna be across the room, and if the obelisk goes, just allow it to go. Obelisk says milk or whatever.
And I'm going to go by this car where the head moves.
She's all alone. So part of the fun of ghost hunting too is leaving somebody alone in the dark. So Stacy's alone in the dark in the obelisk with the item that creeps her out the most. I'm gonna walk this way. Did it say something? Oh.
It said record. I don't think a moist record's going to work. Oh, I'm hearing more out of the spirit box over there by the nudie car.
Oh. Whose car
Yeah,
is this?
that's the nudie car. That's the, oh, I forgot his name. Mr. Nudie. That was his wife and his daughter's car. Is $400,000. That's what I remember. Like $400,000 for a station wagon? Whoa.
Let's see if we can get a spirit to tell us. Spirit, whose car is this? What are the handles made out of? Says what? Saw. That might mean they see you. You guys hear that? Like a knock in the corner?
I did. But which corner? Because I got my headphones on and now I
Yeah,
can't tell direction.
I have one headphone on too, so.
It's this bearded guy that's staring at me the whole time going, your beard's nice, bro.
All of you said human. So the spirits here say they see a human. See, I can't hear you enough over there. All right, Stacey, you want to follow me? And said which one?
I've
Light.
never seen the Animaniacs in the dark like this. Look at them.
Yeah, let's just go. Go ahead and come with me, I guess. So I can
Go with Steve if you want to live.
muse. So put all the things you've heard together. So maybe they're referring to you. To the spirits, humans could be a light. I'm holding a light. A muse could mean motivation. So maybe they're saying they want to talk. Is that what you're saying? It said time. But it's really active, which means something's trying to communicate with you.
Didn't Tommy tell us there's something about the over here near the whoa,
Oh.
that's a lot of shit.
What happened? You got a cold spot? Ask some questions. I'll hold this, but ask.
I'm walking away from the group, which they tell you not to do in these movies.
There's a little bit of something. Let's walk by the nudie car. Shoot. Shoot. Guns. The nudie car handles. Guns. Shoot. I said, I don't know. Did you hear that? It was like, I don't know. Do you know whose car this is? Nick. Oh, Nick. You're getting a headache?
Dana, Stefan, do we still have you connected?
Do y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, we're still here. We're just in the
All
back.
right.
Can
So
you
let
make
us
this
know if we're
turn?
losing anything.
What did it say? Foliage. Possible. Still not a lot of voices. Let's walk through here. Hmm? You can walk that way. Although, is there anybody who's missing one of these items?
Nanimo and Jack only know.
So one, three.
I think Tommy said we should probably try this area over here with trappers near the trappers lodge stuff.
Any from Trapper's Lodge here want to talk? Do you like your stuff displayed here? Are you happy that it's here for people to see, or do you not like it? It's all right. It's all right. So we went away from that area, and our headache went away. Wait, where's Humphrey Bogart?
Right
Oh,
over here.
I saw his Humphrey Bogart, and I thought it was behind me, and I knew it wasn't there, so I was like, "What?" When I walked through a little earlier, and I was getting some readings by this wooden Indian.
Native American, bro.
Is
It is
anybody? Go ahead.
oh, it is a definite atmosphere going on with the lights off in here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Feel like I'm in Resident Evil.
Is there anyone connected to this statue? Squeeze. I'm seeing no voices, and we're in an area that should be getting some radio signal. So that means nothing yet. Also, ghosts do not like to perform. They don't like to just be told to jump and jump. So us not getting stuff doesn't mean we shouldn't come back.
Hey,
Look at these
buddy.
pictures. Oh, there's a ghost.
Tell this guy to jump.
Fact? That's a fact. They agree with me. Let's go over here. Hi. You hear that? Spirit box said hi. Can the owner of this dress say hello to me?
Sharon Tater Salad, where are you at?
Can you say hi? Can you say your name? What if I talk about the people that ended your life? Lance. How was your life ended, Sharon?
What do you think of Manson's albums?
Was this one of your favorite dresses? Wide. Did it fit a little wide? You're pretty small. Sharon, you're pretty quiet. What were you going to name your baby?
Sure as hell wasn't Charles.
Oh, man. Demon. Avil says demon. Oh. Is there something here that's not human? You can talk through this. I just got chills. Did you get chills at all? My hair just stood on end. Oh, yeah, I feel it through my whole body.
Where are you guys getting chills? I want to come over and get chills.
We're at Sharon Tate's dress.
Ah, you're still at the tater salad dress. Got it. It's hard to
Mercurial?
see once I have this light in my face, to tell you the truth.
Oh, so now you're getting the feeling. Now, we've got demon. Are you not a human? The big difference between a spirit, a ghost, and a demon is a ghost or a spirit was usually someone who died, but a demon was never a person. So they try to impersonate a person. 10? Is that how many people are around us? How many spirits or demons? Still nothing really through this. I get really clear voices to this, and I'm not getting anything.
And go over here. Like, I feel like it's like goosebumps in your back. Here.
All right, I'll come close, but you guys kind of have to back away, 6 feet, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're being very cautious here.
So we're gonna put Dan in front of Sharon Tate's
Stay in front of Sharon Tate. Well,
I still think Humphrey Bogart freaked me out more. Was that fucker really that tall?
Mr.
Oh,
Bogart, can I
Sharon
say
Tate.
hello?
I have my back to the dress of doom.
No, no voices through the spirit box, I would say.
Huh.
Isn't it crazy that the car is the one that actually has the most?
Huh?
Isn't it crazy that the car has the most activity so far?
Well, I got my first chill is next to the dress there. I got chills on my. It went all the way down to my legs, which is it's pretty awesome. Let's go down this avenue.
I'm sorry, I was blowing down your neck.
All right, Dan, we're gonna leave you alone. You're gonna have to stay there.
Fine, I'll stay here and see if I get the chills next to Sharon Tate's dress. Sharon, do you mind when I call you Tater Salad?
Is there anyone here that would like to speak? We know after you pass away, you wait for opportunities to communicate, or you have unfinished business, and you might have something you want to say, or you might have some last words you didn't get to say. Now's your chance. I felt a little shift. I felt like like you see that?
No.
Like I took a step and I felt like a little off balance for some reason. And there's nothing on the ground.
Right now, Ghost, this is your time to talk some shit on some other ghosts. Go for it. Talk some shit, Ghost.
Said something. Now's your chance.
That's what it said? Oh, wait, no, you're saying that. Never mind. There's a picture of Charles Manson next to your dress, Sharon. Is that good? He's dead now. Do you have to hang out with him in the afterlife? Like, was that an awkward meeting?
I
Like,
heard something. It's hard to hear it with the ear clear. I think I heard like, no, I don't like him. Did you hear that? But it was the same voice over like a few frequencies.
well, hey, Sharon, do you have to hang out with him? Like, did he make it to, like, wherever you are? And then they just said, make up? Sorry, I'm a dick. Humphrey, do you have anything to say about this at all, Mr. Bogart, the weed?
This hasn't gone off, so it's
So
not
it's
something
gone
that's
quiet.
off. Yeah. So you don't think it's fake or something? Like it hasn't gone off. It did go off around the car. It did go off around.
Let's go. Oh,
Just hug.
hug. Squeeze, hug. Are you looking for emotional contact?
I'll hug you.
Open your arms and see if you get chills or a cold spot.
You want me to hump your leg? Not yours.
I heard, what's that? Like, and you know what? This might be a location that hasn't been investigated a lot. So if there are spirits that are connected to items here, they might not be used to this. Metal. There's a lot of metal here. The buildings are metal.
Oh, wait, no, they just feel my presence because I'm so metal.
That's right.
That's what it is. In my banana suit, I am metal.
I think I heard like a giggle through this. Like somebody thought that was funny.
I'm glad. I'm
Someone likes
glad.
your material.
I enjoy that. I like making people laugh even after they're dead because usually when they're alive, I don't hear it.
Let's go back toward. I feel like I want to go toward Nudie's stuff. What did it say? Rewind. Oh, I got a sound. Here's Nudie's.
These
Who's your
lights are
favorite
bright.
singer?
Oh, whoa. I was moving my arm. Like I felt something in my hand and it took it away.
Whoa. Say that again. You felt something
I
on
felt
your.
something on my hand. Like something was grabbing my hand and then it went away.
Oh wow. Can you talk to me? How much for one of these belt buckles? Can you tell me that?
I hear a plane. Oh, wait, that's
How
outside.
much for this hat? Can you design me a hat? What's the nickname they gave Elvis?
Let's see if I get some chills over here.
I'm not. I heard. Wait a minute. Someone's trying to talk.
That guy's still chilling in that car. It's one of the creepiest things here. And he's got a beard too. You think I'd feel great about him. I don't know though. Us bearded guys, we're not all together or anything. Paul Bunyan's giant head.
You try some questions for Mr. Nudie. Maybe he'll talk to you more, because you're getting the vibe and the wave.
What was that?
I think you hit your device, or did it go off?
Oh, it touched my nipple. Sorry.
Oh,
No, I was changing hands. I
it
think it
does
touched my
that.
nipple. What did I do?
Yeah. Let's walk back towards where we started. I haven't got a significant voice through this.
Do you hear that, spirits? We don't think your voice is significant. What do you say to that?
We're going to leave soon. This may be your last opportunity to say something, to say a message to someone you miss. What did it say? Ford.
That said Ford?
Do you want to tell us to leave?
Go near the Ford, the Cobra, in the middle.
Right here?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it said
said
Ford.
Ford.
It said Ford or Fort? Oh, short. I was talking about you.
Oh! Ricky,
Well,
no!
that could be showing it was listening to us talk earlier. And I
Yeah.
said, I thought you'd be taller.
I thought I'd be taller too when I was younger. How disappointing that was.
Did you go off?
Wait,
Wait, like, was it like, oh, or was it like, oh,
No, I was like, oh.
oh?
so let's do this. All right. So it's off. Can anyone in this museum make a noise? If you want us to leave, knock on something. If you want us to stay, knock on something. Did you hear that? I heard a knock right back here behind me.
They want us to stay.
So they want us to stay.
They like us. They really like us.
If you knock to let us know you want us to stay, knock again. East. We could also think about, what was this place? Were you a pilot? Lay.
Wait, lay? The ghost wants to get laid. Are you serious?
It happens.
Oh, okay. I heard they're a little bit stiff.
Well, that's kind of the tour of the whole area, and we got some vibes, and we got some pretty significant Ovilus readings, and maybe one or two spirit box things. Do y'all want to do more, or is that about a good place to hit with you guys?
Just to make sure this still works.
It still works.
It's hitting my head.
Can you hear me, Dan?
Now,
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to
we
be
can hear you, Stefan. How you doing, Stefan?
sure.
So what did you guys
we're
think?
good. Pretty crazy,
You were
man.
watching the whole time?
Yeah,
Looks
always very cool. Always very cool.
very
Like
dark
the
over there.
It's pretty very dark. And then that you're short. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. Well, I mean, all of it. Not to pick at you this time, Dan, but just in general.
Well,
And
thank you.
and something about getting laid. I was trying to hear
The ghost. There's a possibility a ghost wants to get laid here.
Well, it also could mean laid to rest.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Oh shit.
Thanks,
There's
Steven.
other meetings.
There are. They grab that
Thank you, Stephen. Because I was just like,
device.
what is happening right now? Like that's it's just the thing. Like what? Like
Sergio, perverted ghosts.
Yes.
Well, and like I was sort of saying a minute ago, you're not always gonna, get a paranormal home run. Everyone thinks you're gonna get Ghostbusters or Poltergeist, but
oh.
and also it's something that if we all think about it
Right. No,
later,
I
we'll also, we all did have a
mhm,
weird feeling in that same spot, and it'll all seem kind of significant in hindsight.
later. But yeah, something you said was powerful because you're just like, well, you know that it's clearly this hasn't happened much here. Do you think
Yeah.
that if you go to if there's a place where you're trying to check out what's there, you'd have to like have frequent visits, almost like a getting to know you. Like maybe there are more, but they're like, hey, we don't. This is new for us too. We're not. I don't know.
Think of
Like
any spirits here. Imagine it's an invisible person who has tried to talk to everyone that comes in here, and no one's ever heard their voice.
right,
And then I come in with a device that they can speak through. So they're not used to it, and they're not ready to talk. So maybe more and more times we come through, or longer we investigate, they would
right.
learn that their voice can be heard finally. But
Right, and safely, and
yeah,
that they themselves are safe. That's like, I mean, like we were having this joke conversation earlier about one of the paranormal, I mean, one of the haunted artifacts, and when Dan described it, it said that the woman kind of recoiled, and so did the spirit ghost thing. And I said it could be that we think they're abnormal, and that they think we're
yeah.
abnormal. So in their world, we're the weirdos, and in our world, they're the weirdos. And so, just like you're saying, more frequent visits makes everybody, will make everyone more comfortable.
Well, and also it takes different personalities. That's we do a lot of things when we investigate that will we would shut this whole place down, and each of us would walk through by
Oh.
ourselves and kind of
Okay.
see which one of us gets the evidence, and that's who they want to talk to, or that's who they connect
Oh,
to. Um, it may have been because we've been in here kind of being funny all night, so maybe they're like, from the other side, it might not be very funny. They might be kind of tragic and hurt, or
right.
lost souls, and they may have already been like turned off. But definitely got some vibes. I haven't. I usually get chills, but not chills down to my toes. I got chills down to my toes next to that Sharon Tate dress, so that
I
was
would
pretty cool.
imagine so. That was a tough one. That was a tough happening when that situation happened. Like, I mean, here's
Oh
the thing.
yeah.
I don't know it in real time, but even when he died, when did he die? Last year, year before? Like, it
Oh,
was,
Charles Manson.
Manson.
yeah.
I
He
think it's
just
been what? Has it been 2 years at
I don't
least?
know. I can't. I like it's
You
all of
said
it
Let
running
me
3 years?
look.
together.
I can look right now. Let me see.
But it was just, but no, I'm not surprised at that one because that was just so awful, and such a
That I'll take this.
lives interrupted, and in
Take this.
such this huge awful.
November 19, 2017.
Okay, so it's been almost three. It's been 3 years almost,
Time
actually.
flies when celebrities die.
Right, right. Well, and that was the thing, like, obviously, or when people who people know, like it's hard to
Yeah,
classify him as anything except a horror, for what he did,
he's a historical icon.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Mhm. And so that when I kind of felt in I didn't feel it over here, but I felt in my own spirit. I was like, well, if there's gonna be some conversation, it's probably gonna be with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if
Yeah.
anyone, there may be something to come up there. So not
Well,
surprised.
and that dress is one item that Sharon owned, and if it does have any connection to her, she may not be used to talking through that item.
Right.
So more and more we try to make contact to her with that item, we might sooner or later get. So definitely got to come back with my team and maybe invite you guys back for an episode of our show, as guests, and
Sure. Yes, please.
come back and do a full investigation and get all the history and maybe do some research into some of the different items individually. Like focus on like 5 items and see if we can find if any of them
That
have
would
a
be
dark
dope.
past.
And I think we want to handle her gingerly. I don't think we. I think, Dan, we don't want to ask her about the murderer. I think I think we want to handle her, very gently.
Well, I've been
That's
into
not
the
what I would say.
Bierman house.
I shouldn't say that. I'll say that's how I would do it. I would be,
There's a house on the street where the murders happened that is very paranormal active, and she's seen on that street a lot, and I've investigated there. So
wow.
I just
I'm not
wanted to
gonna
know.
lie though, the headaches were insane because I only got 2 headaches, and headaches are really rare for me. I rarely ever get headaches. But I got a headache near the car, and I got a headache after near the dress. So that was weird.
but that's very common
Yeah.
for people around ghost areas. One of my team members gets headaches really bad.
Wow.
And we know when he gets headaches that it's a hot spot.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
definitely a weird thing. Like I would highly, if there are any people that are really like paranormal activity people, I would highly recommend coming out and checking out these 2 items. There are some other cool stuff too, but yeah, that dress definitely just felt weird.
Wow, Stacey, very cool.
Maybe we'll do some research on the nudie car. What was the wooden art sculptures guy? The Sharon Tate dress. Maybe the wooden Native American. Maybe pick those items and get some real history on them. And more we know about them, more we can like ask exact questions.
That's cool.
Cool.
I hope this
I
episode's fun.
There is a banana in here too.
Yes. By the way, yeah, they might have been allergic to bananas. Also, I have something very appealing for the show.
Appealing.
Yes.
Oh
Did that joke
my!
short?
Wow.
You know, it's what they say about short men. High school fucking sucked. Okay. So, by the way, out here is this cab is from Taxi Cab Confessions.
Oh, stop it.
It is actually. I was told by Anthony earlier this is the cab from Taxi Cab Confessions. It has the holes in it for the cameras and everything through the top and stuff.
It really is?
Yes, this is.
Oh wow.
Okay. I thought he
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Usually I'm joking. Wasn't joking then. You can't tell the difference, and that's part of my mystery.
Probably haunted with people's pride.
Yeah. Are you gonna really put this on the air? Oh my god.
But I'm in love with these. I'm not gonna lie. I'm absolutely in love with Dot and Wacko and what was the other one?
Wacko, Yakko, and Dot.
Yakko.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay, and like you can tell how old they are. But you see that it's basically just deteriorating. I'll ask Tommy what the history is behind those, but it's pretty cool. I love it here.
All right,
This sorcerer game is just always laughing at us too. If you heard that in the background just now. The sorcerer pinball. Sorcerer pinball. Yes. This, by the way, this banana suit is hot. No wonder they brown so fast. Jeez, man.
Oh my.
That is
Thanks for having me back, you guys. This was
Yeah.
really fun.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. We love your work. We love your work.
Yes. Thank you.
It's fun meeting you
Very nice.
in person, even though somewhat far away at most times.
Socially distant in person. Perfect.
Yes.
Very
And
nice.
of course, we stayed socially distant, and for much of the time, we had our masks on.
Yeah.
Why? Because we're not stupid.
There's a banana back there.
Banana, very nice banana.
By the way, I don't think I've ever seen one of these up close.
Oh my.
This is an Opel GT.
Oh, nice.
That is a tiny, tiny car. You could die easily in that thing.
Yeah.
My
Wait,
God.
what was the car that what's his name died in? Blah, blah, blah.
Paul
James
Stewart.
Dean.
Paul Stewart.
No. It was another famous actor in the 50s, 60s. James Dean.
Oh, James. Oh, Stephen said it. James Dean.
Oh, there you go. What was the
Oh,
car he
Jimmy,
died in?
I like his sausages.
Oh,
Not
shut up.
Jimmy
I didn't
Dean,
say
fool.
Jimmy Dean.
Oh, not Jimmy Dean. Okay.
Maybe a sacred moment for the dead young actor.
Oh,
Yeah. That's okay. After I die, everyone will go, you remember that guy, Dan Oka? 'Cause that's what happens all the time. Just Dan Oka. What was his name? Dan Oka?
They
Yeah, that's
called him the Big Banana.
the
Right,
big
Yes.
banana.
right.
The big
big.
but short banana.
The big short banana.
Oh God.
We'll change that. We'll get you some platform shoes and stuff like Kiss. If rock stars can do it, comedians can,
Prince
right?
would wear
Get
those
some big
high like
platform
platform
shoes.
shoes.
Face paint.
Yes. Tom Cruise and I standing side by side.
Stefan, does that paint not make you itchy?
You know what's crazy too is I shaved today, which I probably shouldn't have done. I should have shaved yesterday. I'm sure I'm gonna have some irritation.
Yeah.
I know it, man.
It's all gonna be makeup tomorrow.
No, yeah. Tomorrow will be for real. Oh yeah.
But we enjoy
Oh
the
yeah.
effort, Stefan. That is a nice zipper face you got going on.
That's right. That's right. Had to
Yes.
open up.
Zip
Had to
face.
open
It's
on
kind
up.
of funny because you have the anti-mask. Like you're
The
supposed
anti-mask.
to cover that part, and that's the part that's really uncovered right now.
I think there's gonna be a lot of those this year of like skeleton mouths and the bloody mask of the
Yeah, see,
face.
that's what I want to know. Like, are for Halloween, are anti-maskers really gonna wear a costume? I mean,
That's funny.
let's,
Yeah.
Right?
Their mask is gonna be the costume. They're gonna be like,
I think,
I'm showing you.
yeah, it's gonna be a painted-on mask.
That's funny.
Jason was a sheep. Why did he cover his face?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my.
What happened to
Yep.
your Benjamin Franklin head, Dana?
Benjamin Franklin got put down for he was making my forehead sweat, and and I got hungry, so I needed a break. But
Well, Benjamin Franklin probably suffered with forehead sweats towards the end.
probably so.
I heard it was one of the signs of syphilis.
I heard he was a
Oh
murderer.
my lord.
Have you guys heard that?
What?
That Ben
they
Franklin was
found,
a murderer?
That they found a bunch of like human remains under a house that he lived in for like a long time, and
Ooh.
they're thinking he probably like was killing people for experiments and stuff.
Oh wow!
wow.
I've never
I
heard
Well,
of
didn't-
that.
he was
I
a
would-
man of power,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past anything as far as the stuff that
Right.
happened back then.
I I favor him only because he eventually became and he stopped holding slaves. Early and took issue with that. So I favor him historically. I didn't know he could potentially. I'll have to look all that up. Potentially be a murderer.
Yeah, no, you thought he stopped holding slaves. They just went missing.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Hey, man.
there a town that they
I wouldn't be
tested
surprised.
that there were secret Germans that were testing people here in the U.S. and now it's like Twin Town or something that they think that
Possible,
it's
too.
linked.
Oh,
Possible,
I've
too.
heard of that.
Definitely
Yeah.
possible, with how much people value human life. That's for sure.
I wonder if it's in the water though, because it's still going on decades later. They said that the possibility of you having twins if you're in that town are much higher. So
Oh,
that's really
cool.
interesting.
It could also be inbreeding, though.
Oh, you're hard.
It could be.
That's nice, very nice. Oh my lord.
Oh man.
Could you imagine if I had a twin? That'd be horrible.
Oh God,
can't
yeah.
Are you trying to give Dana nightmares, Dan?
Right.
I'm trying to give the whole world nightmares.
Yeah.
Just like
There's
a
always an
banana
evil
split.
twin and a good twin.
Yeah.
Well, then which one is Dan?
I think Dan's the only person that would scare Charles Manson away.
Right.
Come back, Charles. I'm only a
Charles Manson
banana.
was short.
And Gene is gonna be like, no, not this bitch again.
Right.
Anywho, we want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and hanging out with us. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, the Valley Relics Museum. Thank you, Dan and Stacy and Dana and everyone for tuning in. We really greatly appreciate it. Let me get the thing up.
I
There
really
we
hope you
go.
guys enjoyed this because I really can't fucking breathe in this corset. So
I did it for the
I just
Instagram.
could not fit mine today.
My corset's in the cleaner, so I didn't wear it.
Yeah.
But
thank you
yes,
so much, everyone, for joining.
yes, thank you for joining,
Very
and
much.
everybody
Always.
have a happy Halloween.
Very much.
Yes.
Happy Halloween!
Ah.